we met in the lobby outside. And I was like, I actually met you when I was a kid. I grew up with Rocka, Irish Science's little brother from Dilated. So every time Dilated would come to Arizona, I would go hang out with Rock and Evidence and Babu and those guys, and they opened up for you on tour.
Yeah, them and Black Alicious.
Black Alicious, man.
Yeah, that was a nice tour, and and you said you met me at 14.
Yeah, I don't know if I was 14, 13. It was in that somewhere range, and I remember Rocka introduced me to you, and I was just like, yo, this is crazy, because I had read your book probably the year prior to that. Mm-hmm. You used to get dropped off at the library as a kid, and then you just find shit, and then it was like, yo, Chuck D's got a book?
Yeah. I've had 10 since, so it's incredible full circle. Got a project with Def Jam, and here I am in, Kev's spot, man.
Yeah, the new album it's dope because it's got a real theme, and you got people kind of like I was listening. I ran through it last night. You got some legends checking in, like King T's got a quick what up on there.
Man, and Yak Fu Front and Damage, and you got Daddy O, and we got Miranda Wrights, and also people like Phil Most Chill, and drops from King, like you said, King T and Schoolie D, and
shout out to Schoolie D, man.
And so what it is. Radio Armageddon is almost like it's like a radio station full of Paul's Boutique meets DJ Shadow with Wu-Tang hanging outside, getting ready to fight security, dipped in acid. It ain't even meant to be liked, bro. It's not meant to even be liked.
You know what's crazy? It is there is now that you say the dipped in acid part, like if I was tripping a little, I feel like the album would have been a lot really intense.
Yeah, it's like it has no beginning, no end to it. Like if you took it and got to a stream on ice, I was saying this the last interview I did. If you took it and put it in a shuffle, it would make no difference.
Right.
It's like it could pick up and leave
sequenceless.
Off. It has no beginning and end. And like when they had the lamb and they shave it off of gyros.
Yes.
That's why these are not singles that come off it. They like slices.
Right.
So, the whole thing about Radio Armageddon, I got to give props, number one, to my guy, my partner, my record label. We were all super independent throughout the years. So the props go out to C-Doc. And C-Doc is like the Brian Eno of hip-hop. Because he understood, he comes under the tutelage of learning the Bomb Squad beat changes and sudden left turns. And I think his toolbox in 2025 is now usable and gets through all the legalities, which is the hardest thing to make any of these type of records in a major company,
right,
is the legalities. And he's figured out that way with today's toolbox to figure that way of that particular style. You don't really hear a lot of beat changes underneath rappers, MCs no more, because you have clearance issues.
Yes, the clearances.
So your creations and your whole where you pull it from, what you create and all that has to be a different, and he's figured, I'm telling you, in 2025, he's the Brian Eno of hip-hop and rap music right now, because his toolbox is something I think other people are going to mimic.
Can you, because I've been saying this, I've said this in a bunch of interviews, but I feel like, first of all, the timing for an album right now, just where the world is from Chuck D, I feel like the timing is amazing. I feel like but I what I always say is, I don't know, when I was growing up, we had, Immortal Technique, and the generation before was Public Enemy, and there was such thing as conscious hip hop, and revolutionary hip hop is, and I feel like there's still some guys doing it, but they're still, like, I think of Killer Mike, guys like that. But Killer Mike's a OG now,
he's OG, yeah.
But I always say, like, man, it sometimes it's a little disheartening because there's not, I don't know where that energy is for the kids these days who are hip hop fans.
Well, they listen with their eyes. They listen with their eyes first. You're probably the last part of the generation that listen with your ears. And that's why Enemy Radio, which is the particular act that has done Radio Armageddon, it's like the MC DJ component of Public Enemy.
Right.
So my MC style on it is not really conventional. It's almost like the MC that introduces the rapper.
I caught that.
Yeah, so I might come off with an unorthodox, wild, warpy style, but that style is so different in different parts. It's not even meant to be judged because it's going to introduce.
It's kind of like your interpolation, would you say, of like
Don Cornelius on acid,
right? Yeah, like doing the radio DJ thing,
yes,
but in the Chuck D way
yes,
on
sir.
beat.
Yeah, yeah. And in Public Enemy, if that something comes up out of it, it's going to be Chuck D, Flavor Flav, like it, like
Right.
that is. So, to come on Enemy Radio, the first and foremost is the MCs, the rappers, and also the DJs. Because there's a few DJs on there like M Rock out of Chicago. He's just nasty DJs. And sometimes, and right here, in Los Angeles and like Bootleg Kev and all, you guys are more DJ centric anyway.
Yeah,
So
we
you
are a
could
big
get
DJ town. The
Yeah,
Beat
big
Junkies,
DJ,
Mixmaster Mike,
Yes.
and the Scratch Pickles.
Yes.
I feel like the West Coast in general, California. We love our turntablists.
Yes, and this is like a homage to that, also we've always had great turntablists and DJs always in our cipher. We come from radio, so people that peeled off of us from Terminator X, where I was able to be with Def Jam and do the first compilation albums with the Terminator. I produced the first 2 Terminator X albums. And then we had DJ Lord with us for 20 years, who's now the DJ of Cypress Hill, the greatest group in the world.
Shout out to Cypress Hill. Yeah, and you, Be Real, and Tom, you guys had a cool.
Yeah, that was a good 4-year run.
Hang.
Me, Be Real, Tom Morello, Brad Wilt, Timmy C, and also DJ Lord.
So yeah, I mean that had to be
Prophets
cool.
of Rage.
Prophets of Rage.
Oh man, that was something. That was a ball.
Yeah, no, that was sick. I just remember like hearing about it when it first got announced. I was like, wait a minute. So it's like Rage Against the Machine, but with Chuck D and B. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
and DJ Lord too. It's like the Lord was the one that really capped off because those musicians did not know how to put a turntablist into their conversation. Brad on drums, Tom on guitar, making DJ sounds, and also Timmy on bass, the funkiest bass player ever in rock. But DJ Lord's a monster, and he can make a turntable sound like a guitar,
Right.
as Tom was making the guitar sound like a turntable. So Lord with them was really a 4-piece unit as opposed to, here's 3 guys in a band, and 3 band members and a turntablist.
Can you take me back to when you guys first get with Def Jam? You guys are doing something that nobody had really done before on that level in terms of the subject matter and the content that was.
Kev, it's just because we were older. That's all.